Yeah, good morning. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Wednesday, the 18th of July 2018, and we're back onto the daily videos. These are just the videos I do every day where I can, showing what I've done this morning on the charts that specifically apply to what I've actually looked at today. This is on the daily charts for both the Mod MACD and the high probability methods. This morning I'll start with the high probability, a little bit of action on both lots of charts, so we'll go through it quickly. Start with the Euro Swissy. Took a new sell trade on this morning. You can see I've marked my divergence. It's a bit ugly, this one, because the divergence is down in this level here, which doesn't look like a turning point at all, but if you look at that's why I drew the grey line on the chart there, so you can see the grey vertical line. It shows the high there, and it's that across that red dot basically, or just to the left that red dot. So MACD's going up, price is going down. I think that's the old hidden bearish divergence there. So the MAs are very tight, so decide to take the sell, got to stop in place there. So that's Euro Swiss franc. This is on the high probability, the dark coloured background. CAD Japanese yen. We're in a buy here. All I've done this morning is move my stop up to the 84.126 level. I've already closed half. You see all my notes on the chart. You just pause the video and read them if you wish. So stop's just been moved up to lock in a little bit of profit. We've got a red QMP. Sorry, we've got a red MACD dot there. So just try. Possibility the market's turning over. You can see I've drawn my possible divergence set up lines on there. Let's move on. CAD Swiss. Righto, we're in a buy back here. This morning again I've moved my stop up to this level here on the buy. I've already closed half. Stops up to 75214, so it's just below these lows here. All I do is just go to the 4-hour chart and have a look at the fractals there and just bring it up. So stops moved up on the buy, and I took a new sell this morning. You can see the MAs are very flat, so I'm happy to trade either direction. New sell signal. The MACD gave a red dot a fair while ago, and it's now looks like the MACD starting to roll over, as is price. Red dot on the QMP filter. Again, lower price, higher MACD. That's the hidden bearish divergence. You could even call it a possible, like if you go level there, you could probably even call that a double top or a resistance level, so to speak, but I'll stick with the bearish divergence there. So that's a CAD Swissy. Stop moved on the buy trade, remaining buy trade, new sell trade taken. Pound New Zealand, this is a little bit ugly, this one. We're in a sell here. Normally this thing moves hundreds and hundreds of pips quickly, but this morning, look, the MACD's heading down towards the zero level quickly. It's not there yet, but the blue dotted line is close. I'm in a sell, and I've closed half my position this morning. I've left my stop where it is. The only reason I closed half is because it quickly dropped into these MAs. It was a high risk trade to start with, so it's into the MAs. So all I've done is closed half and still left the stop where it is, give myself a bit of wiggle room. So when I'm stopped out, it'll be a small loss at the moment. It's just not looking, and you can look back at the GPNZ. It's a bit of a sideways at the moment, but yeah, I've just closed half there on that sell trade. Right, move over to the high probability, the Mod MACD. I'm a bit different today. Just one thing, a lot of these USD pairs, like the Pound USD, Aussie USD, Euro USD, they seem to be looking for some sort of breakout, I think. I get the impression that they're just not looking that good at the moment. So Mod MACD, let's have a look at these charts, and I'll probably show you what I mean in a minute. We'll start with the USD Canadian dollar. I was in a sell here. I've closed that out for a loss. It's about minus 57 pips. The fast MACD is confirmed through the zero level. There's just not enough for me to take the buy trade yet with regards to my criteria, so I've closed the sell for a loss. The buy, even though the fast MACD is through the zero level and I've got a green QMP dot, price didn't close above the 25 SMA. It's probably hard to see there, but it was very close to it. And the standard MACD is definitely not in a buy mode as yet, so not enough criteria as yet. So I've just closed the sell and left it at that, took the loss. Aussie USD, this one's becoming a bit of a pain. I was in a buy here, I've closed that again. That's the second buy I've closed for a loss. Small loss is only 48 pips, which is not much on the daily chart. And I've taken a new sell this morning. We've got a red dot on the QMP, we've closed below the 25 SMA, confirmed cross to the downside, and the only thing lacking is the standard MACD. So I meet all the criteria bar one, which is good. Now, I was talking about the USD pairs. Look, 4 close dots like that. Let's have a look back in history. So we've got 4 close, very close dots, which means 4 crosses of the fast MACD through the zero level. If you look back in history here, I'll just scroll back a bit. You know, you get groups of 3 close. I guess there's 3 fairly close. Well, there's 3 close there. 2. It's a bit ugly in here, but remember it's a compressed chart. We're going back to 2016. There's nothing. Nothing. No decent moves. Here's 4 very sort of close. That's 2014, and you get a good breakdown. So what my point is I guess it doesn't happen that often where you get a cluster. Here's one. Here's probably it's very similar to what we're looking at the moment, and that's back in November 2012. So we're going back quite a few years, and then we get the breakout to the upside. So what I'm saying is this is an unusual setup for this sort of trading. 4 very close dots like that. So I'm probably going to take every one that presents, because eventually there will be a breakout. And that's what I'm concerned about the USD at the moment. It seems to be in a bit of a, not sure which way it's going. But we'll move on. It's just a bit of info trivia for you. Pound USD, I was in a buy there. Got a new confirmed sell signal today. All the criteria is met, even the standard MACD is not quite there yet, but it's all the other criteria is met. So I've closed the buy, taken a loss there, and that was for 116 pips, and I've taken a new sell this morning. So we're selling. My concern is we're near this low already, but again, it's a cluster of these dots here, which means crosses of the fast MACD. I'm taking it. That's the pound USD, basic reverse from a buy to a sell, taking a loss. Pound Swiss franc, I was in a buy back here, already closed out half. My stop was up here, and yesterday that spiked down, closed me out. I'm not sure, probably be about an overall break even or close to it. So that's the pound Swiss, now no longer in a trade there. And finally, pound Aussie. Took a new sell trade this morning. Look, it's a tough one. It's one you could probably avoid if you wanted to. Again, we've got 3 crosses all very close, and as you can see, the previous 3 crosses that were all pretty close. Eventually there's the big break. So with this system, you do take a lot of small losses if price on the fast MACD meanders up and down through it like that. So you've just got to be committed to the cause, I guess, and eventually you will get a breakout one way or the other. But in the meantime, you may suffer a little bit of pain. So I've taken a new sell this morning. Look, the price is right on the 240 LMA. The MAs are very close. Market's going sideways. Meets the criteria. Standard MACD is not exactly setting the world on fire, but like I said, a lot of these pairs at the moment, a little bit ugly. Alright, that's about it, guys. So it's just those USD pairs I'm concerned about. So I'll get the screenshots prepared for you, and I'll also update the spreadsheets, etc., and I'll chat to you guys later. Thanks very much. Cheers.